We're going on a trip.
Yes, I am actually going. You all haven't seen this yet, so I'm going to shift this little player thing over from there to there so that you can see the new background.
Login again.
I was waiting for a bigger reaction from Rebecca there, given who your head's on. And the defacing's already begun. This is why I waited to change you over page-wise.
You might want to adjust Allo's eye. It's a little
Oh my
low.
god, why is that my login?
Yeah, I may need to just like tilt their head a bit more up as well. She's looking at the snacks. She's looking at the snacks. It's fine.
The snacks, okay.
She sees chocolate snacks. What's happening here? Oh, it's a little body. I see it.
Roll20's being a bit crashy on me at the moment, but hopefully it'll budge.
Oof. Fritz, leave that card alone. Anywho, have we... Yep, we've been recording for a minute. Greetings everyone and welcome back to the Deviled Islands.
I just loaded the thing.
What?
I just loaded the screen.
Oh, you just loaded the screen. Slash R1D. How many people do we have in the chat? 8. Dion, if you would like to do the honors.
Gotta rev the engine.
Okay.
Now.
At the end of every week, each one of
like
us
Jesus Christ.
becomes a geek to the and makes a move, and all the magic fills the air. I'll never let this feeling go. I'll let the character take control. At the end of every week, each one of us becomes a geek.
Actually, that's a good question. Where was Idiot in that fight on Monday?
On the boat.
He couldn't come help.
No. The NPCs and pets stayed on the boat. You didn't need the help, Leigh. You one-rounded a fucking arbalest.
I've got a comment. So, oh, that was a lot of bloops. Give me a second. I need to deal with a cat that's on me trying to headbutt me in the microphone.
Whoops.
Go on. Off with me. Off with yes. There we go. You can sit down there. So, last time...
Last time I actually interacted for once.
Yes, you did.
Oh god.
What's that?
I accidentally hit the home button on Firefox. I went back to the home screen.
I've just realised I may be giving away a little bit thing there. Because I still had a tab open. On about a subclass breakdown of a certain race or a certain class, so let me close that.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, Leigh, just to clarify, you did not need any NPC help in that fight on Monday.
I mean, no, we needed the NPC help afterwards.
I'm sorry, you walk up a Leviathan and you want someone else to come help you with it?
Yes. Oh, to be fair, it'd probably be better that Idiot didn't. Idiot probably would have blown things up.
And also, Idiot can't swim.
Neither can Dion.
Yeah, but you had a blessing on you.
That is true. Anyway, last time, you all decided on what you was doing with the current situation involving the Ice Cream Wizard, as well as having a bit of a back and forth between certain issues that may have arisen with X. You also kind of left behind 2 of your party members for a little bit, Trickstem and Miasma, who ran into a couple of other people.
They got kidnapped.
Don't mind that.
I believe it was Miasma that was Miasma waited for his bolt and ran ahead.
Miasma ran away, leaving Trickstem.
Yeah. Miasma
We clarified, we cleaned that up, we sorted it out.
Miasma almost got sprayed in the face with blood from a abomination.
You know what the worst, scariest part about that is?
Go on.
We don't know if that abomination had STDs. Miasma could have been screwed.
And
I feel like I was lucky. I feel like I was extremely lucky with that one.
I'm gonna stop right here.
And Trickstem ran into a freedom fighter, who also then met up with the rest of the party while getting Trickstem over there. Through that, you learned that... Well, let's bring this up first. Let's move you over to here. Because we actually have a map.
Ooh, map.
We actually have a rough map now of the place.
For one, it's been 10,000 years.
I need to quickly restart my laptop. It's being an absolute dick. So I'll be right.
Okay.
So you got your science
Won't be
area down
long.
here, which is done. This is the hatch you took. This here is the little fort where the rebels are hiding. You got your doggo palace. You've got the religion sect. You've got where the changing leader supposedly is. You got your ziggurat. This is where you are currently, as you were heading towards the religious sect. I don't think anything else was pinged for you at the moment, was it?
I don't believe so.
I think you got a couple more pings from him, but I have not put those on the map yet because they didn't have an icon yet. So
I have a question. Was that last week when I wait, was last week? Did you run a game last week? No.
no,
No.
I didn't run again.
Okay, that explains it. I was like, couldn't have been last week. It wasn't that long ago.
No, I didn't run again last week. Instead, I uploaded
Well,
an
what-
episode of Yuminiki.
The one where, the one where I got drunk and ranted about
no,
it's all
that-
to do with like
that-
Italian.
That's in the second part that I still to upload in case we miss another session sometime. So, with you all having decided to go help the Ice Cream Wizard, and Ix deciding to go off and try and do their own thing, I believe.
Kind of. She's actually just watching the party from a distance. If they need her, she will be there. But until then, you're on your own.
So you are traveling that way. And if I recall right, I said that it would be like 3 days travel to get to there, be roughly around the same to get up to there, so that would have been like the 1 day travel. Which would be, I'm trying to work this out
Yes,
like
we
4
were
days, so
also
65 hours.
going around because we didn't want to get shot at by ballistas.
Yeah.
Also, I accidentally just drew that, so...
So, from where you are at the moment, if you make good time, you should be able to make it there by nightfall.
Yeah.
That's good.
I need to BRB a minute.
Alright. Everyone's going BRB as the game has started.
It happens. It happens to all of us.
Also, let me just clear the
30-foot one action.
So as you're all awake and get yourselves I saw that. Controlled by, determined by the character settings. Represents a generic token. Oh no, no, that's worse. That makes it available for everyone.
What?
I have big regrets already. Switching back to where it's just Ranna being able to control it. I can trust Ranna somewhat. If everyone else has control, it's going to fly around the screen. So is there anything that anyone wants to do during the morning after you've woken up before you set off?
No, I'm okay.
Aside from the usual getting up breakfasty type things.
I'm assuming that you'll just be using your rations for that.
Ye-
Okay, that's fine.
Wait. I have something for this.
Okay.
As you reach into your bag for your rations, you find berries on top of your rations, neatly wrapped in a small leaf.
Berries.
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 I think you hear the distant cry of not my berries.
They go. Don't mind them.
That's my berries. I have not seen that video in ages. So yes, you found berries wrapped in a leaf, Allo.
Is going to want to see exactly if they're edible. I
Roll
know
me,
they probably are.
roll me a
They're
nature.
raspberries. But
I'll characterize the recipes, but roll me a nature. Let's just see.
That's a 16.
You know they're raspberries. And they appear
Okay.
green.
Allo can vibe with that. She eats the raspberries.
So everyone, as you're there eating your rations and just relaxing, you kind of just look over to Allo. You just see him munching on something that was wrapped in a leaf. I was sure it's like, do you know, like when you give a bearded dragon raspberries and they get like the raspberry juice on the face of that, like just Allo turns around, it's just like red around the lips.
It's gone feral.
she's lost it. Everybody run.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus!
Actually, the moment Allo goes feral, I think everybody should
I
run.
don't know if that came over the microphone or not, but a plate
Yeah, the crack.
yeah, a plate flew onto the floor.
It came over.
Strikes.
It had a naan bread on it.
Not the nan. No.
Our nan took a bad fall.
She's
So,
fallen and she can't get up.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
so if there's nothing else you're all doing aside from having breakfast, you have that and you will start to make your way up. And you will get roughly, I'm going to say here-ish before I want you all to make me some perceptions.
Does this include me?
For X, I'm assuming, or?
Yes.
Sure. Also try to work out who else went BRB. I know Mike went BRB, Dion went BRB.
The one time I get a nat 20.
It is
She's
made,
really watching y'all fuckers.
it's made up for by someone else.
Trickstem trip. She watches as Trickstem trips on a stick. You hear a small giggle from the woods.
So, Uylz, you're rolling as well? Miasma?
Yeah, just give me one sec.
Aye. $13.
One sec.
Quite honestly, but I can't wait until I get that pixels dice so I can just roll an actual dice and it comes up on roll 20.
Oh my
That's the wrong
god.
one. No.
Like, because I read about that thing with pixel dice, it has roll 20 functionality.
I hit the wrong thing twice in a row.
Persuasion, performance, perception. So you're all looking around, just like making sure. Miasma, you try persuading the forest. You try doing a little dance for the forest before you actually look around. Raka,
Little dance for the
Mm.
you managed to see it, but a bit too late, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Trickstem does indeed stand on some kind of stick. You hear a crack. And then a net closes around Trickstem and lifts him off into the earth, up into the trees.
Oh, typical.
I love that reaction. It's just, it's going up. It's not even screaming away. It's just like, oh, typical.
Damsel in distress. Woo.
So yeah, so you now have a Trickstem dangling in a tree.
What way up?
All I can think of right now, Leigh, honestly, is the Slam a Cow Minecraft animation with the witch. You've fallen straight into my trap. The only way that you're going to leave here is by defeating me in a dance-off.
I mean, it's fine. Miasma rolled a 15 for that.
Dance to the forest. Please jump,
Yeah.
Trickstem.
I just imagine Miasma doing the. Do you remember the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland film?
Oh god.
Miasma just doing the Mad Hattie dance.
If she can actually manage that, I'd be impressed. Okay, she's lighter than usual, but I don't think she can break her neck like that.
It's like doing it halfway through.
Roll me character.
So yes, Trickstem is now dangling in a tree, in a net.
Are you
With
alright,
human
Trickstem?
hair.
I've been better, but I guess.
Thank you for no sarcasm.
Trickstem, roll me another perception. You hear a bit of chitter-chatter from the treetops where you're in. They see a few spears poking out towards you.
I'm not food people.
What? Look at that! What? Oh. You just hear like chattering in a language you don't understand.
Leave me alone.
Is
Demons.
Trickstem the only one that hears that?
Given how high up he is, yes. You can
How
all
high up is he?
pretty much near the tree top, so good 60 foot, 70 foot up.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
What were you gonna say?
These are ancient trees, so they are quite large.
I was going to have Chomp Chomp climb to get him, but that would take
I'm not
like 2
familiar.
minutes because Chomp Chomp can only move, I think it's 20 feet at a time.
Yeah.
Other than when he's using Get Over Here, which is 30 feet of rope to pull himself up into the trees. But even then, it would still take him a little while to get up there.
Yeah. So what was that, Miasma?
Maybe my familiar to go up.
Yep.
Shush.
Can you see through your familiar's eyes?
Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. So
Like we established.
yeah. So as you fly your familiar up, you can roll me a perception as well.
Boy. Gonna hit the right one this time. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't see anything. In fact, you actually go beyond where Trickstem is and go up the treetops.
Can't see
Couldn't
him,
find
guys.
him, guys. He's not up there.
Trickstem, you just watch as Miasma's familiar comes up towards you, then goes past you.
Can I try to climb the tree to help Trickstem get down?
This is a hot mess.
Athletics, it would be.
Athletics. That is a natural 20.
Also, welcome back, Michael. So, yeah, you slowly make your way up, just finding the branches that will help, finding the little areas of bark that are sticking out that hopefully will support your weight. Takes you a while. I'm going to say with the nat 20, you would make it up. We'll say 20 foot of it, so I'm going to need another one.
Okay. That's an 18.
Yep, that's another 10 foot. You started to get to a point now where you can see the bottom of Trickstem's net proper. Roll me a perception.
Perception. Funny thing is, my perception is the same amount as the other. That's a 17.
You can just about make out the tips of wooden spears and the slight chitter-chatter in a language you don't understand.
If it's the language, I guess I'm gonna cast tongues on myself.
Okay. Trickstem,
Yes.
you're poked in the side by one of the spears. Take 6 damage.
Bitch.
As soon as you say that, the spear just goes back. And Allo, you hear the food talks back. The food
It's not
insulted you.
food!
Does tongues let
That's
you
not
communicate in the
food!
same language as well? Catch creature you touch, the ability to understand.
Yeah, they can.
Oh
They
yes,
can.
they can.
Yeah.
They can.
That's what I used on breakfast.
So as soon as
I'm
you
back.
do, welcome back. So I think, are you back as well there, Michael? I'll take that as a no. Because I
Sorry,
saw them
my
coming in.
stomach was rebelling.
It's okay. Just to quickly catch you up, you headed a bit further in. Allo, while having rations, found some berries wrapped in a leaf. Then as you walked a bit more, Trickstem kind of triggered a trap and flew up into the tops of the trees in a net. And now he's being poked by spears as random and odd language is being said. And Allo has managed to climb up the tree and is talking with the people.
Allo's now speaking their language.
Yep. So
Hello.
Yeah?
What's going on?
There's some people poking Trickstem with spears. I'm trying to talk to them.
Well, tell them to stop it.
Oh yeah, they seem to think Trickstem's food.
He's terrible food.
Oh God, are they gay?
Also, welcome back, Michael.
Glad to be back.
He'd be terrible food.
Bad food.
You hear them all like just kind of nattering to themselves. I love just this one on the tree, this one on the tree, this other's down there shouting at us, and this one in the tree. What do we know about the one in the tree? Well, they haven't attacked yet, and they haven't freed our food. Yeah, but they said it's bad food.
I have it.
Not food!
Hello, where are they?
Can they even see Allo in the tree at the moment?
They can see Allo on the tree, but you roll me a perception.
Alright, rolling in perception. That's a 19.
You think you can make out orangey red and black fur hidden in the trees.
Is
Oh,
it a
found the tree
recognizable
tigers.
coloration?
Is it a what, sorry?
Is it recognizable?
Roll me a nature.
A nature.
Coming up.
Cody's coming up.
Please don't! That's a 14.
Codi wants to come up the tree.
The only pattern you can think of that has that kind of thing are red pandas.
Climb.
It's the red panda folk. Shocker.
Cody, if you climb it, make me an athletics.
So,
If you don't eat my friend, I'll give you some of my food.
So, Leigh, out
Yes.
character question.
Yes.
So just to clarify, I missed a trap or something. A trap was triggered.
Yeah. Trickstem triggered a trap.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm guessing this was on our way to save the ice. We were going to save the ice cream wizard,
Yeah.
right? That was the thing.
Yes.
Wasn't it? I thought that was the thing. Right? Just making sure I'm on the same page. Okay. Okay.
So, Cody, with that 26, you managed to race up. I said it was 20 foot for Allo when she got on that 20, so 15 foot you race up.
Concentration.
Melissa just
Cody's
looks at her
racing.
hands and looks back at you guys like.
Grace just impatient. Grace like lets out this big, huge, impatient huff, and flies up to where Trickstem is.
Why?
Yeah, she got fly.
Out of character sighing and irritation. Yeah.
So,
Allo doesn't get to do anything.
That is a waste of a spell.
and what were you saying you were doing there, Miasma?
That is a waste of a
She
third
just is
level
looking at her
spell.
hands like, I can just do spider climb to get up easily.
I've used fly before.
So,
We don't.
Allo, where are those?
Allo just kind of gestures in a general direction. They're over that way.
Allo, could you tell them nicely to please put our friend down before they end up cooked food?
I'm trying, but Trickstem and the other lady are trying to get up here. And I don't want them thinking that we're going to attack them.
Grace like,
Trickstem and the other
"Okay,
lady."
everybody.
Hold
Oh no,
on.
I
and the other.
downgraded.
I've
Hold
been
on.
down.
If
Grace yells loud because I can't yell because of my meek voice, but Grace yells.
What's she yelling?
She yells just like she basically yells the word hush.
Oh,
Fuck you!
spicy.
Roll me another
Now-
athletics, Cody. Let's see how further up you get up the tree.
Now, may I put our situation flat
Okay.
out on the table here? We have a hostage, someone in dire need to save, and we're chattering
So,
to who are you people again?
so
My apologies.
Cody, you are 5 foot lower than Allo at the moment on the tree.
Hi, Allo.
Make me a perception.
Hi, Cody.
Grace, you can make me a perception as well since you've flown up.
Okay, she's kind of. I mean,
Ignore the bird lady.
Cody,
sure though.
Yeah.
you see the spear tips, the wooden spear tips, and the red and black fur, and you hear the chattering.
Hi.
I was audible then, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure because
11. You unfortunately don't see him at the moment.
The issue is with that the only person that can understand them currently is Allo because
Yeah.
she casts tongues, which is why Allo is the one that is speaking to them.
So they will.
upon realizing this, Grace lets out an even happier sigh at her own embarrassment.
They will chatter and just say to each other, "There's others coming up now. One of them's flying. I could pounce on them and take them back down, but then I'd be down there with them. The ground is not safe. We don't like the ground."
Okay, she's like,
Excuse me.
Trickstem, what are they saying?
Trickstem doesn't know what they're saying.
It's Allo.
Trickstem, what are they saying? Pokes
Trickstem's-
Trickstem with a spear again.
You know, it's all because I'm hearing a cacophony of voices, and
Well, let
I know.
Allo speak to him
Okay.
then.
Trying. Everybody's.
It's okay, Allo.
I'm politely asking.
Cody's.
Okay,
The
Allo,
giant,
go ahead.
the giant tree lizard wants to give us food. Roll me a persuasion there, Allo.
Thank you. That's a 15.
Why does this always happen?
I got a 4.
They will look down at you, Allo. Then one of them, in a much louder voice, goes, "Right, you two, over there. Get on the other side of the rope. You, get over there. When I say go, cut that part. And then you two, grab the rope part and slowly lower it down. If you go splat, I don't think we get food." And you'll hear rustling in the trees. And then you'll see the rope just kind of go, and it jerks a bit, Trickstem. You think you're about to plummet. Before it just stops and you bounce around a bit, and you're slowly lowered down.
Oh, hey, Trickstem.
Hi.
What's new with you?
Being jabbed with a spear.
Is that new?
Now that Trickstem's down, can I like hop up to see what these guys actually look like?
I think Alice still sitting on a branch.
Yeah.
Is Grace
They're not
currently
level with each other yet.
I
waterway?
know.
Oh.
But would you really put it past Cody to just climb around you?
None of you will need to do that, because one of them will emerge from the shrubbery of the trees, like the leafage of the trees, and you see, stood before you, a small red panda-like being, adorned in what seems to be clothing made from leaves and sticks, and little bits of gold and stolen objects, just with a large ornate spear next to him.
I kind of look at it and it's like, I wish they could understand me. I would mess with them so much.
Is Cody saying this out loud?
Yes.
Allo just looks at Cody like, please don't.
Well, she's only saying it because she knows they can't understand her.
Leigh,
Yes?
so sorry, I got caught up with myself. That obviously Grace was flying upwards. Can she see these things, or is she like on the way? Or
Given the low perception, you couldn't see him before, but now that one of them's emerged, you can see this one.
right? Okay, cool.
It's literally a tiny red panda person.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Characters are so cute.
Mine.
Dressed in what you could only describe as tribal wear. And what seems to be little stolen pieces from rebels and other soldiers.
Uylz,
What?
untie him.
Untie who?
Trickstem.
Oh.
Use it in that.
Yeah.
It just got lowered.
Yeah, it's just kind of he's just kind of still hanging there though.
He's resting on the ground now, but he's still in the net.
Okay.
Like, get him out the net.
Okay. I guess I've got to do all the work. Uylz is just going
And
to.
that's just how it goes. That's just how it is.
Uylz is just going to take out a stone dagger, and he's just going to start cutting the net. As he does, he's going to take out some of the bird jerky and he's going to offer to Trickstem. There.
So the tribal chief will look to Allo and just be like,
Thank you for.
now provide food.
Hey. Allo will pull out the loaf of elven bread that she has, as well as a little bit of her rations, and offer.
That doesn't seem like that much food. No, it's not as sustainable as ours.
Sorry, we're not exactly locals.
Is that one also the food? He'll point the spear to Codi.
Codi, do you have any food to share?
Kind of looks in bag.
She doesn't eat, remember? But I have friends.
Yeah, I don't eat.
Wait, do your friends, do they
Yeah,
eat
there's
bugs?
my.
Go on.
Do they what?
Do they eat bugs?
Do you guys eat bugs by chance?
They'll just look at you,
Kind of looks at them.
then look
Not
between each
hopeful.
other.
I can summon him a beast.
These?
Maybe a beast. I don't know which one. It's kind of a random thing.
Well, that could work.
I may have just looked up red panda diets. Leaves and bamboo, but occasionally snack on fruit, insects, bird eggs, and small lizards too. So yes, they would eat bugs.
Small lizards, no.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not a small lizard.
4'5", you're tiny.
I'm the
It's
same
good-
size as them.
It's a good thing I'm a
True.
dragon.
You're a
Um,
dragon
I'm a
in
dragon.
your heart.
And in spirit and in soul, but yeah. But Allo, do they eat bugs?
Eh,
They haven't responded yet. They're kind of looking at each other. I'm waiting to see if they say yes or no.
what kind of bugs?
Hey, why are they trying to trick
What kind of bugs?
What kind do they want?
What kind do you want? Or like?
You know, the shiny ones are quite good. The ones with the like rainbow shells and such, and they're just natural to each other. And then one of them just shouts "bird" and throws a spear at the familiar.
No!
Familiar
Shiny rainbow beetles.
Shiny rainbow beetles. Okay.
Oh, that hits.
If you can, if you give me,
It dies. It disappears. It pops up in smoke.
So, Miasma, you just kind of snap back to your ground vision as your familiar just poofs. And then then you look up in anger and then see the spear start to arc back down.
Ah!
Uylz is just going to kick Miasma out of the way as he's still like trying to be like, look, no spears. Tell them no spears, or else they don't get rainbow bugs.
Okay. Looks back.
She's just aghast. Well, this is
No.
aghast.
Are we literally
Guys, guys.
things?
What? Ranna, finish what she wants to say.
Sorry, yes, Ranna?
Before that, the spear lands in between all of you, doesn't hit any of you. I rolled a 5. The 5 was it hits no one.
I don't know if he's been speaking.
But yes, go on.
I'm assuming you're like chieftain or something. One of the friends down there, they can get you bugs. The really pretty shiny rainbow beetles that you guys are talking about.
Can they get us
Can we
eggs?
go down?
Can they get us eggs? We would like
eggs.
eggs too.
Allo just looks down at Uylz. Can we get eggs
I can get him a
as
bird.
well?
Pulls out one of the fluffy balls from her bag of tricks and tosses it at the ground.
Will that become a bird if you throw it like that?
It becomes an axe beak. I already rolled for it.
Codi, roll me a d5.
Don't crash.
Well, my other ones have already gone.
Oh no! It's not to see what anything becomes. It's because you just tossed it at the ground. For a laugh, I just want to see if it's going to bonk someone on the head. Trickstem, you're freed from your net, and then a little feathery, fluffy ball just kind of bonks you on the head and then falls and lands on the ground. It becomes an axe beak.
Which is a large creature, which is bigger than Trickstem.
Look at that. Now there's a
Axe-beak's
bird.
Fucking massive. Okay. Well, I that could get them eggs.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. You're just gonna make sure it's female.
I don't know whether it is or not.
Yeah.
It's completely random.
Oh, if it's completely random, I got a roll for that. It is female.
Uylz will look back up at Codi. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a farmer, but I guess it's female. It doesn't have. Wait, do birds have? We're gonna stop this line of conversation right now, and I'm gonna go.
Just to clarify, birds have cloacas.
Just to clarify, I no longer give a shit.
Codi, Allo, you hear
Oh,
the
we
chieftain?
lost Michael.
Yeah, I know he was muttering, don't crash, so he may have crashed.
Oof.
So, you see the chieftain turn to his other people and just declare, they have brought the magic rabbit! The magic rabbit provides the animals. They provide the food.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, I don't hear that yet.
And there is
You
much,
can have.
there is much joyous cheering now coming from the tree.
I guess they like the axe beak.
They think you're a magic rabbit and you're going to provide more food.
What? They
Do you have any
well,
more of those?
I have 2. I don't know whether they'll all be axe beaks, though. It's kind of random.
Okay. She looks back at the freaking red panda chieftain. So, beetles and the bird.
He will ponder as he looks between you all. Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion.
It might help if I confirm what Uylz is doing for the beetle.
Okay.
Uylz is taking from his little pouch his bug jar, and he is opening it up, and he is taking out 3 small little rainbow shell beetles, and he's going to put them on the ground, and he is going to take his staff. He's going to beat it on the ground 3 times, and as he does, they get bigger and bigger until they are about the size of Codi, each one, and then they start to get bigger and bigger until they are actually taller than Codi. They are non-hostile because they are controlled by me, and just at that, Uylz is going to look up. Is this big enough?
We can see the beetles from up here. This is a very unusual. I did that with a flying. And you'll see one of them quite literally just like try and pluck in front of themselves. Just like plucking at the air. No, they're definitely on the ground.
Does that work? We can get closer and you can take a better look if you like.
Men, women, form up and glide down. And as soon as I say that,
What?
you watch as 15 more of these little red pandas just race up from the tree and just dive off.
Oh god! Oh god!
They kind of. The best way to put it is, have you seen those like wing gliding suits?
Mm-hmm.
They basically do like that kind of thing, where it's just like made out of leaves and spider webs. They just kind of glide down.
That's cool. I am assuming that we now get to have to climb down unless they're going to help us down.
Yeah. Cody's gonna shuffle her way down.
Athletics.
Her tail kind of holding the bag of tricks.
Athletics.
So that she can... Just her tail holding the bag of tricks so she can use both her paws to climb down.
Yep. I'll say with those, you'll be able to climb down quite well. And as you're climbing down, you just see the chieftain also glide down now. And as they make landfall, they start to surround the beetles. They start to surround the axe beak. Some of them pull out what seems to be little vines, kind of wrap it around the beak of the axe beak, kind of wrap it around the neck. Not too tightly, just like as restraints, as like leashes. And you hear the chieftain go, not too tight, not too tight. Got to take those back. Get the eggs from that one. Those ones, are they the same species, these beetles?
Yes, they are all the same species.
If we can breed those as well, then we've got infinite supply of giant beetles.
Just kind of looks at Uylz. Do they stay giant forever?
Uylz shrugs.
I hope they stay giant forever because it would kind of be bad if they shrunk. Or would it be bad because they still have the multi-supplies?
Lark,
Eh.
I don't think they stay giant forever. But if they plan on breeding them, their children might. I mean, they're bugs. They might have like, I don't know, something special.
And
Look, I'm on a lot of drugs right now, so he just takes
That's
takes a
what?
mushroom from his pouch and eats it.
I'm not even sure how long that axe beak will stay around. Unless they kill it. They might kill it. If they kill it, then I'll get the fuzzy thing back.
As they're all like kind of chattering, the chieftain starts to look between you all. Waffle beak. The chieftain starts to look around at you all, and then pauses as he looks up at Miasma
Yes.
and quickly backs away, pointing the spear. The gleaming death is upon us, is what you hear,
What?
Allo.
What? Excuse me.
I mean,
Sorry, what was that?
You hear him shout, "The grinning death is upon us."
I was actually asking them, what's the grinning death?
Points out to me. I said that.
The grinning death is the death of us all. The grinning death is the one that will come and consume. The one that will bring madness to all.
Oh, just kind of looks at
Excuse me?
Miasma and then looks back at the chief.
Might not
Uh,
be. Given some
uh,
situations happened, I might not all be here, but that said, I don't.
I'm not
And
sure
then
if
people might.
Miasma's going to just consume you guys.
No, I don't eat whatever they are.
Ow, ow, ow.
I
Codi
imagine
just pulls a couple of splinters out.
while this is going on, Allo has been translating for us, just so that way she doesn't have to repeat
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Upon that, Uylz is just going to look at Miasma. You know, I can kind of see it. It's
I won't eat them.
the black cat aesthetic with the very wide mouth, and I mean they are red pandas, but at the same time, Allo, if you could go ahead and tell them that in reality she's not smiling, her face
Yeah.
is upside down.
But no.
Okay.
I think we keep getting them moving, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the chieftain will take his spear, just scribble in the ground, a wide grin, and large wide eyes, and just like kind of point to it and then point to Miasma and be like, "It
I
matches the
look.
descriptions perfectly."
No. My eyes aren't usually wide. Pulls the hat down.
Maybe you're just squinting.
Maybe.
Look. That one won't do anything to you.
Unless you annoy me. But even then, I don't kill.
And in
Not really my
actuality, from my experience of her combat prowess, she has more experience hurting herself and her allies than she does her
Shut up.
enemies.
Plus, she's a chronic coward.
He will turn around and he will shout for his best tracker. And the tracker will race up to Miasma,
What?
climb up the back of the robe.
Oh, okay, wait, are these guys 4 foot, you said?
No,
3 foot, aren't they?
they're 2'5".
Oh, they're the
They're
same
smaller
size.
than
I am
Uylz.
bigger than them.
Oh my god, wait, they're smaller than Uylz?
They're the same size as Cody.
Uylz is just walking over to one of them and he's giving them a hug. Like he's just giving them a hug and just picking them up. And he's like, I can do this to somebody now. And then he starts running off with one of them towards Allo.
Hey,
I've got a bird!
Miasma, the tracker that climbs up the back of your robes,
Yeah.
kind of gets to the back of your head and just licks. And then drops to the ground. Taste of the Feywild. It's definitely them.
What? No.
Eh? Yes, have you been down here before?
I've been to the Feywild. I don't remember any of this, though. I'm not associated really with the Feywild. I was forced to be.
Are you a death god?
What? No. I mean, that'd be interesting.
Wait,
but...
if you touch this person, will he die? Uylz holds up the one that he's been carrying.
She touches it, nothing happens. She doesn't know touch of death. She doesn't know vampiric touch.
It just dies.
No, it doesn't.
He does let out a scream as your claw comes closer. They're like,
oh, nothing happened.
It's like,
Maybe there's another black cat from the Feywild somewhere nearby?
Maybe.
when I roll an Arcana, Leigh,
yes. Well, you know, so he will look to you, Allo, be like, "What's a cat?"
That's what miasma is.
No, I'm a tabaxi.
You're a tabaxi, but you're a cat at the same time.
You get the feeling that, how best to put this?
Cheshire cats are common.
It's not. Well, that's the thing. Throughout this, they've been mentioning just wide eyes and a wide grin. They have never once mentioned a cat or a tabaxi. The only things they have to go off is it's from the Feywild, it has large eyes and a large grin.
Allo,
Yes, yes.
could you ask them for more details besides the smile in the eyes? Like, a lot of people smile, and I mean, like, Uylz smiles a very toothy, wide attempt because he's a lizard and can't actually fucking.
Cody does a wide-eyed, wide, sharp tooth smile.
Yeah, like Coda's a fiend, and she can smile. Like other creatures can smile, and uh, Miasma,
Yes.
you're from the Feywild, but you're not from the Feywild, right? Like I
Hmm.
remember you saying something like that at some point.
Yes, I came from across the sea. At least as far as I can tell. I'm not from this island.
Yeah, could you relay to our friends that like um that she's not their death god, but it is quite possible that she has been cursed to look like their death god? Like we could prove it to them. Like we could like prove that she's not their death god.
How would we do that?
I don't know. I'm coming up with it as I go.
So you translate that, Allo,
Indeed.
and he will look to Miasma, be like, "Well, the last time they visited, they didn't have fur or the ears or the tail,
Wait, what did they have?
skin, very pale skin."
Changeling?
Like very pale skin and like elvish skin, or like skin that is gray, like very pale gray?
Kind of like a sickly grey, I believe it was. No elvish features. We've seen elves down here before, nothing like that. Something more like this. And he will draw a rough head shape and throw me a nature there, Uylz.
Oh,
As a druid, that should be my best stat, but it's one of my worst. I got a natural 20. It doesn't matter.
He's drawn an orc.
It's an orc.
smart boy.
Smart boy, smart.
Smart boy! Smart boy, go! Smart boy, make! Smart!
It's an orc? You
Hold
said
on.
He's drawn an
But
orc. He's drawn an orc, but with the similar wide grin that Miasma has. And
that
wide
doesn't.
eyes.
Miasma, did you know
I'm
an orc?
assuming.
No, why
very
would I be an
off
orc?
point.
No, do you know an orc?
No. Actually, nobody I knew or traveled with was an orc.
Hold on. Does it have the tusks?
It seems to have smaller tusks than normal.
Half orc.
It's less a case of it being a half orc, the more you feel the rest of the teeth may have grown with this wide grin.
Oh.
Miasma, you can roll me an Arcana.
Yes. Wait, may I?
Yeah.
Okay. This is why. Oh, actually, that's okay. I was about to say this is why we can't have nice things or expect really like.
I just felt a little buzz on my phone, then it's a message from Facebook. You get the feeling that Joe, like Miasma, was cursed by the hags. And that's how they became the Cheshire Cat. Essential thing. You start to get the sneaking suspicion You may not have been their first curse.
Oh. Oh boy.
And given the madness you went through initially, perhaps this one never got over their madness.
They're death god. They're smiling death. How long ago did it pop by?
It was many, many, many cycles back.
Cycles.
Back, just short, back before the quakening happened. The
What is
whole,
the quake?
he will try and like mimic the whole, like he's something upper, then he'll just like rumble, go blah, 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 blah,
Like
and lower the hand.
Like the fall of the city? Like the citadel falling?
You get the feeling that's what he's trying to get across. Yes.
Okay. So this is a very long time ago, this individual.
Yes. He came. He raised our villages. He destroyed our crops and our food. He halved our species. He left only the young ones. Said it would be a test to see if we survived, and we did.
Does Uylz feel like, because wouldn't something like this at that point, if I remember correctly, at that point the Godslayer was in charge of the Citadel, right?
Yes.
Her group. So this thing would have had access through them, or it was already in the city when the city fell and was sealed. But which means it's either dead or it's still around. Uylz is going to look back at Miasma. Miasma, do people with your certain je ne sais quoi, do you guys have abilities to teleport in and out of the Feywild? Like, I've never seen you do it.
I haven't truly learned how. It just happened, and then I was guided out afterwards. I wasn't teleported in. We just traveled through a forest, and there we go. There you are. We're stuck in the Feywild. Ruined the party.
Okay. Right.
Party's where baby's first interdimensional travel.
That tends to happen. Look on the bright side. All your limbs are on you. Unless you happen to have 4 limbs before going through, and in that case, I'm sorry. But where am I getting through with this? I don't remember anymore. Yes. But anyways, that's obviously not our smiling cat. If anything, and if it is, if they feel like it is, I could very easily show them it isn't.
How?
Well, I mean, I know of the individual.
I've never encountered these little creatures before. If so, I wouldn't kill their parents and leave them to die. I was definitely stuck in a moment of despair, but I wouldn't do that to anyone.
And I believe Uylz is going. Actually, Uylz is going to look at Miasma since he is. Miasma, do you happen to have like a glass ball or a crystal ball on you?
I have my orb of power. I don't know if that'll work for what you're planning.
Actually, I might have something else that I can use, but keep that in it. Allo, do you still have that holy water?
What are we doing?
Right here.
Okay,
She
cool.
holds
Uylz is going to take it. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to show you that it's not Miasma. It's not our friend. But Uylz is going to start to cast Scrying with the knowledge they have given him of this individual, of their god of death. It will not be perfect, but it will be enough to basically. At least I have seen a picture of the target. It is still secondhand though, which means they do have a plus to their save modifier if they are resisting. But if they are still around, they must make a wisdom saving throw. If they are not still alive, this just won't work. Or actually, it will. It'll peer into that plane of existence, won't it? Yep.
19.
19. 19 does pass, I believe, though. I believe I can still see it, but I think it.
It's aware of it.
Yeah, it's aware of it. It's aware that I can see it.
Do you get a mental image of just where it is, or do you see like its location at the moment?
It shows within the small pool. So he has kind of like traced in the dirt, and then he has kind of grabbed out of. He's kind of poured the holy water into the little pool, and so it would show in the pool of water.
You see in the small pool of water a unusual looking forest of many different colours.
Yeah.
A portal nearby. An orc with an unusually wide grin and even larger teeth. Kneeling at the side of the portal. And then what seems to be a large half snake like creature slithering towards the portal. Miasma, roll me a history.
Give me 5 seconds.
Man, this party has issues with snakes.
I thought the
Not
issue
the
was spiders.
I mean, Damadur is a snake person.
13. Okay. Let me just check. Let me just check something. You just. I believe I said that this one was. Yes. As you're
I
looking
know
around this
exactly what's
area,
going on here, but still.
Miasma.
Uh huh.
First things first, this is definitely the Feywilds you're looking into.
Oh no.
And then you look to the half snake creature and see that their upper half is a tabaxi.
What?
And they are going to make a perception. They look around and then look to the orc. Seemingly feeling like someone was watching them, but being unable to pinpoint it. You can't paint in place exactly why, Miasma, but they look very familiar. It's maybe something from long ago.
Oh boy. Woo.
And then they enter the portal.
The portal, are there any like runic symbols or anything of that would show the kind of arcane logistics of it, or where it's heading, or anything like that?
Roll me an intelligence. Oh no, wait, sorry, it'd be an arcana, that,
Oh, okay.
because
That's
it's,
an arcana would be much better.
yeah, because reading runes and that, let that be an arcana.
Never mind, I actually got lower.
12. You can't fully say for sure, but you suspect they're coming to this plane of existence. They're coming to this reality. They're coming not to underneath there.
Yeah, but to this realm, to this
Yes.
reality.
That's the word I was looking for, to this realm.
Uylz will deactivate the scrying, and he'll hand back the bottle of holy water to Allo. See, your god of death is someplace fucking else.
They will just look to each other, then look to Miasma, and then they'll just nod. So, this one not god of death, but follower?
Similar to God of
Cursed?
No, similar
Cursed.
cursed.
That's that would
Very
be a
much
good word.
cursed.
She fought against God of Death. She's like
Mhm.
you against your God of Death, against Smiling Darkness, because of her strength and her prowess against the enemy. She was
What?
cursed. I'm not entirely sure if this is all a lie, but we're going with it.
They'll just natter to each other and shrug. Be like, very well then. You have provided us with food. You have provided us with sustainability instead of one of your own. One of them just kind of pokes Trickstem with the blunt end of a spear. Just like, still would have preferred this one.
Feel free to poke him with the pointy. He likes it.
Are you translating that part, Allo?
Going to refrain from translating that first.
Okay. Very well, you may pass.
Did you just ask for names out of character?
No,
No.
you may pass.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Thank you for being very reasonable. I hope you guys have a good day.
If you come through our lands again, we'll ask for another food tribute.
We already give you a damn bird that can lay eggs.
I
Not sure how long the bird will exist, though.
we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Yep.
So you carry on with a Trickstem still holding this side, I'm assuming after that. Also, just a quick heads up as well, the message that I got on Facebook was Michael saying that his laptop was still crashing, so he's gonna skip out on tonight.
Okay.
So you carry on, leaving behind. I will reveal the name of the species. They were the Fulguns, red panda people.
Cute.
Actually, that's one thing I need to actually get out the way first. Uylz, you still carrying that one, or did you drop it?
No, he's still got it.
It is just screaming as you try and carry it off.
Uylz is just petting it as he's holding it on his shoulder. I imagine it's like a cat trying to get out of somebody's hold. But he's just like, no, it's okay.
It's more like when you're out in public and you just hear a baby scream so loud it fills the entire place.
Uylz is just gonna stuff some jerky in its mouth.
Uylz,
What?
that's a sentient creature. Please let it go.
But
Unless it likes your jerky and decides to stay.
Codi gets
You
to
wouldn't-
keep sentient creatures.
Wait, what?
Some gets to keep sentient creatures. Why can't I have a red panda thing?
I don't have a
Mm.
sentient
Well-
creature.
Fine. Uylz is just gonna. You have Una.
Well, it's less that you have a
That's my sister.
The sentient does not mean sapient.
You're
You're looking at a sapient creature, not a
Uylz
sentient.
is gonna put it on the ground. He's going to pat it on the head. It's not you, it's me, and by that I mean it's Allo. But get out of here, lassie! Get out of here!
Make me a perception.
Who's Lassie?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Uylz,
All of us?
just Uylz. Yeah, you witnessed this, Uylz. As you point it out and yell it to get out of here, it tries to swipe your rations.
The moment it does, Uylz's act will stop and flame will be produced in his hand. Do that, and you will be one arm down, little friend.
It'll just stare at the flames, stare at you. Slowly
You
back
think-
away.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. I can summon giant fucking bugs. You know what else I can do? Summon smaller bugs so that they crawl into your bed while you're sleeping and into your ears to lay eggs in your deepest, darkest nightmares. I hope to God you're translating all of this, Allo.
And then it will hold both hands above its head, and a large orb of fire will appear.
Oh.
Did it just mimic you?
No, it's one-upping me, actually, and I'm not enjoying that. Uylz is going to hold his hands up above his head, and 3 large orbs of fire are going to appear. Fucking 5th level Scorching Ray. It's not being casted, but it is being readied.
It will just look at
We
this.
don't.
It will pout. It will put the fireball away. And
Boom! I've got the biggest dick in this fight.
make me an Arcana as it walks away. Make me a perception first, Uylz. Now make me an Arcana. Oh wait, no, that 22 perception was to see that, yeah. 21 perception, yeah, now make me an Arcana. As it walks away, you hear it whisper the first few words of something before stopping. It just whispered the first few words of power word kill.
Uylz is going to look at it. You gotta end a fight like that, you bitch! Speak of gods of death. If you want to fight mano a mano, we fight tooth and claw.
And it just walks away.
I won that pissing contest.
Everyone, you're not too sure if. Either way.
Uylz could be there dying from power word kill, and he'd still say he won that pissing contest.
So, you carry on further upwards. That slight delay there will mean that you may not make it by nightfall. You'll be like roughly here-ish before nightfall happens, unless you run.
Oh,
Oof.
Sounds like somebody's body is fighting it.
kinda.
Did you have gluten?
No. Not had gluten.
What's going on? I raided my kitchen.
You have appeased the little red pandas and you've carried onwards. But you may have to, unless you're all deciding to, as a party, run for it, you may need to camp outside for the night before you can get in.
Oh, we're tough.
We're
Don't-
tough, but
Oh, we're tough, Trickstem says as he holds his side still from where he got stabbed.
just kind of gives him a look like, really?
So,
Evelyn. Sorry.
I know I'm tough.
what I'm going to need from you all is, are you going to try and rest outside for the night, or are you going to try and enter the place at night?
It'd be best to be at our full power.
Well, are we trying to like sneak in, or are we just going through the front door? Like, what's our strategy with this place, anyways? Allo,
Um,
seeing as you're the one that wanted us to come.
well, we technically need to come over here and just get rid of the thingy anyway. So,
We did.
But like, what is?
If faster we get.
We didn't particularly, plan to come here right away. We didn't really know how to deal with this guy and his cult.
I mean, we could
Sorry.
sneak in.
It's okay. I mean, we're here for the ice cream wizard, so.
We could sneak in. I think I might have something that could help.
Sneaking in would probably be better.
If we sneak in, we might want to do it under the cover of night.
True.
And it is night.
Does anybody wish to rest the night this close in enemy territory? I mean, we've already rested one night. One night won't be enough to give us exhaustion, so.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to duck.
That's okay.
Okay.
My body's kind of fighting me right now.
No, it's fine.
That's fine.
But before today, I've had like 2 days with like literally no sleep, so.
That's fine. Try and get some rest.
Go and
Alright. Night, guys.
Night.
Bye-bye.
See you, Dion.
So you're going to try and sneak in during the night.
Unless Miasma and Trickstem has any issues against that.
We'd
No.
be staying outside.
Or was that Trickstem?
Rebecca, what was that?
We'd be staying outside, I said.
So you don't want to sneak in?
Are we sneaking in now? We're going to die. But okay.
I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. We can leave you and Cody here as means of backup if you want.
I think I'll die if I stay out here. It's a lose-lose situation, so I'll come in.
Okay.
I love the fact that Trickstem has now taken the role of pessimist in the party after Krinlok.
It's always the tieflings that take that role.
Oni was never a pessimist.
Oni was a fucking pessimist. We're gonna die. Oh, yeah.
He made it sound fun.
That is true.
Everybody gets to die. Woo.
So, is your old plan to sneak in? I'm gonna need you all to roll me some stealths.
Before we do with my little staff, I'm going to whack everybody on the head at least once before I activate the ever bullshitty spell that is Pass Without Trace, which gives everybody a +10 to their stealth.
So
You're
that's
saying, like-
27.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is I just need to keep an eye out for that once.
Yeah.
So no one's rolled on that one yet.
Pass Without Trace is one of the most bullshitty fucking spells that a druid has access to sometimes.
Who has not rolled yet?
Miasma doesn't even need it. She just goes completely fucking invisible.
I just imagine you just kind of go to bonk Miasma on the head. Miasma's already gone.
It's okay. The bonkings was symbolic. The actual spell is an area of effect centered around me.
Yeah, Una didn't get a nat one, so you all slowly approach. And as you do so, you start to make out the outside walls. They don't seem to have the same kind of carvings on it as the science one did, so you don't think these are going to absorb magic.
Mm.
The gates are sealed, however, with quite a few robed figures outside patrolling. None of them seem to notice you.
How high are the walls?
I said the trees were roughly like 60 to 70 foot, so these would be like 100 foot at least.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
kind of cute. That's my microphone on.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's cute.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's cute.
So quite literally, as you're all stood around, waiting to try and figure out a way, you just watch as Miasma just carries on, just starts walking up the wall.
Fucking show off.
I was thinking. I can get some of us in if I use Sable. Because not all of us are big people. You remember who Sable is.
Yes, your horse. The problem
Yeah.
is, to do so, you'll probably may want to back up a bit, so that you're back in the tree line and not chucking a horse out where it's going to be spotted by everyone.
Yeah. I'm going to just look at Uylz and suggest this. Do you think
Sure.
that would work? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Back into the tree line I go.
Okay. Miasma,
Yes.
as you're
I'm not going all the way up. I'm gonna stop and look back at the one.
okay. As you're walking up, though, you will see at top of the wall there is some patrols going on. So they are both on top of and below the wall.
I just feel like it's a bunch of Ricky Teefs going, Oriel, Oriel.
They're just walking around, just doing the Mods Paving Holy Grail thing. They Iotomi Asini, Iotosis Requiem, and then hitting themselves with books.
So I should probably also ask, will I need to roll a stealth for Sable?
Yeah, yes, you will. And because Sable has not been affected by the spell, Sable will not be getting the +10.
It's fine.
Each creature I choose within 30 feet of me while it is active, because it is okay.
Oh, well, it's active.
Let
That's it.
me. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature I choose within 30 feet of me has a +10. So stable being a creature, and it's still being the duration. The duration is 1 hour, so long as I have concentration.
Not that it matters. Not 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that doesn't fucking matter.
So who are we leaving outside the wall for this as backup?
So
We can leave the two namias.
Yeah.
uh,
Should we leave Grace too? Because they're not
Yeah.
currently
yeah.
here.
You
Yeah.
watch your figure exit from the forest with the cloak and the robes. Well, the cloak and the mask that all the others are wearing. And the door, the gate, just swings open as they are let inside. If some of you wanted, you could try. Oh, okay. What's the insight for?
One, to make sure they're not changeling, and two, to see if there is an air of rank about them.
They are not a changeling. They've got less an air of a changeling or an air of rank about them. They've got more an air of icks about them.
Okay. So they're
Thanks, guys.
so much fucking taller than rat people and wearing rat people clothing.
They're kind of hunched over.
It's still funny. I'm just picturing like fucking like what would be shorts on the rat people are now booty shorts on X and like small little like cropped up cloth that's trying to see it.
That's how you could tell it was icks from the insides, because they had a more different gait than the others. Mainly because they're having to walk around while hunched over.
Uylz is just shaking his head.
I mean, he got in.
These rat people are idiots.
So, the gate is still open a bit, but slowly closing if anyone wanted to try and rush in.
Nah.
Nah,
Why rush when we can fly?
that is true. So, who is getting on the horse?
I believe it's Allo, Uylz, and Trickstem, seeing as we are the only ones that cannot Spider-Man up a fucking wall.
Okay.
Allo and Uylz could probably fit, but we might have to tie Trickstem somehow to us.
Tie me to the bottom. That's not the worst things that will happen in my life.
I mean, we're both small creatures. Together,
Yes.
medium creature.
I
Medium
mean,
creature.
technically, you could just put Uylz in the baby harness.
Uylz would be fine with
Oh,
this. In
that
fact,
that
Uylz is
works.
already in the baby harness.
Uylz is just discussing in a very serious manner while in the baby harness.
Uylz isn't furious. He's already in there. He's excited. Less work for him to do.
Okay, let's go.
Uylz is skipping leg day. So,
What?
I don't know, just as
What?
you go,
No, that was me. It's like Uylz skipping like that. I was like,
so, Miasma,
yes.
you're just looking around, seeing where the rest went, and you just about make out Sable, which is Allo's horse, with the others on top of it just flying overhead.
She waves.
Uylz
Allo would wave back.
What? What did you say? Something?
Uylz flips her off. not in like a mean manner. He's just both his hands are free. He's just both hands, despite the fact that they're 3-clawed hands. He's just flipping them off like. "Mm."
I mean, if the 3-clawed hands, you just give it the middle claw.
Exactly.
Yes.
Uylz won another pissing contest, it seems.
You hear
Always.
Miasma just stutter the first words of power and kill. No.
I'm not even sure if you can learn power word kill.
So,
Sorry about that. What was that?
is your
No, my brother just Kool-Aid man the other room. Oh yeah. They ask me questions.
so see now that you know that they're flying overhead and in, how are you going to
Yep.
try and get in? Are you
I'm just
gonna-
gonna.
Oh,
I'm
just-
looking down. I'll look once I get to the top. I'm gonna look down. Is there like others in there, like enemies in there?
There seems to be a couple of patrols going around the streets.
Okay, give me a second. Let me just look at the descriptions of these spells.
I will say this:
Is
you can all.
Zach? Did I just see?
What do you mean?
Are you really surprised by now? Zach has a tendency to sneak in.
Leroy Jenkins.
Well, okay, I'm gonna.
Yes, do a Leroy.
Actually,
get
that's
on
a good point.
train
I'm
and
just
leave
gonna.
everyone behind.
I'm getting on top of the. I get on top of the thing. I will cast invisibility, which will then drop my. I have a free one of those daily. Wait, or have I already used? Oh no! Wait, that was the night before in the
Yes,
game.
it was.
I'm gonna cast invisibility and just jump off because I float down.
Okay. I want you all to make me some perceptions.
Oh boy! Nothing good ever comes to this. Fuck, I have to roll one again. Fuck. Can we take the persuasion?
You try and persuade the town. No.
No.
Tell
me your secrets.
Trickstem. Do we still have Rebecca in here? Oh, yeah, there.
So, do.
Okay, so X, you're not really seeing too much because you're at ground level. All you see is what's ahead of you, which is just a couple of barracks. Miasma, as you're falling, you're trying to get a good eye on everything, but your mind keeps going back to that vision that Uylz pulled up,
Hmm.
just trying to
Alright.
work out who that was.
Not right at all.
His name is Bob. He likes long walks in the park. This is what happens when you start a dating app for faith cursed creatures that can only smile but are actually empty on the inside.
It would make sense that the other three would get this though, given they're getting the sky high view. This seems to be a different layout of a city than the science one. Instead of being like what seems to be a large town with a central building and the lighthouse, this seems to be just a few small little warrens, a few little barracks, and then a large temple at the back.
Hmm.
And the beam is coming from the tip of the large temple, like the top of it.
Oh, that's where we're needing to go.
Where do we want to meet up with Miasma at?
I mean, if she can climb down the wall, we can meet down in. I imagine there's an alleyway. Is the layout city like the other one?
Yeah, there are alleyways, yes. The
Then
warren
yeah.
seems to be a mix of buildings on the surface, just like small shacks, but also what seems to be tunnels. You assume that the tunnels are for the rat folk. The other buildings are for any other species that are there.
That's good to know. We will take the one for the other species, stays far away from the rat folks.
Okay. Miasma, you can make me another perception.
Okay, 1 second.
Yep. X, I'm assuming you're staying a distance still.
That was a hiccup.
Raka?
I think they died.
Oof.
He did.
Trickstem, you didn't need to roll another perception.
Oh, I thought we was rolling perceptions.
I'll give you this though, Trickstem. Miasma, you see whereabouts they're landing. Trickstem, you see that Miasma's heading your way, so...
Our Miasma
Great.
was invisible.
Oh, wait,
So,
yes, no, Miasma is invisible. Sorry, you don't see shit.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
You see that the area that you're landing is clear. Go on,
You
Raka.
see,
Ix is just kind of walking through the barracks, following the path towards the back of the city. She's just kind of like reading signs
Yep.
because I feel like if it's town like, there are probably some like street signs with a few that are like temple this way.
It seems to be less that and more scriptures laid about.
Oh, well, even better.
Just talking about their fallen messenger, the fallen... what would be the best way to describe this? Like the fallen apostle, the fallen messenger. The
Okay.
one chosen to be over them. The one that they worship, the fallen. Just keeps mentioning the word fallen. The also seems to have quite a few tallies next to the fallen each time. It's like the fallen 1, the fallen 5, the fallen 10th, the fallen 30th.
I have fallen and I can't get up.
The fallen naan bread.
Oh no, not
Oh,
bread.
and another thing, because I did not specify this earlier, Chomp Chomp would stay outside the wall with everybody else. He wouldn't be coming in.
Yeah, Chop's just like stayed away at the distance. And then after you went, they've just wandered over to Grace, Codi, and Una.
Because, well, Chomp Chomp was with the party anyway.
Oh, yes, he was. Yes, sorry. So, yes,
Yep.
Chop is
So the
staying there.
entire time that those weasels were talking, Chomp Chomp is just like this 3 foot tall, 5 foot long land shark staring at them.
Weasels.
Fucking weasels.
The little red pandas. Weasels.
They look good though.
Oh
That's
my
the first
God.
thing going through Chomp Chomp's head. Chew toy.
You managed to land in a clearing. And as you do so, you disembark Sable. I'm assuming Sable's going to shrink at this point. Oh, Allo went BRB. Okay, we'll get back to that point in a second, but as you all land, Miasma, you see them all there. You're still invisible, they
Yeah.
can't see you. Are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna try sneak around.
Oh, are you just
Like,
leaving them behind
party?
there?
Oh no, am I catching up with that? Eldrich? Oh no, okay, then I'll go to them.
Alright. Well, you can sneak around if you want, or you can catch up to the others. It's up to you.
Hmm.
Yeah, because invisibility is like what?
1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour, yeah. I'm sure you could make it to the temple in an hour.
Yeah.
Hell, you might even see Ix on the way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going along. Like, I don't want to be found. If you obviously don't want to be found.
Okay. So you will carry on ahead. You'll see the
Yep.
same kind of things as X's. The scriptures lying around of the fallen, the messenger. And as you are looking around, you start to realize it isn't just rat folk here. You're seeing quite a few humans walking around, a couple of elves, even a couple of orcs are here, and the occasional tiefling.
Any male?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're not out of the alleyway yet. You get back there before fourth wall granny chucks your ass back there and you take bludgeoning damage.
I just needed to know so I could mentally prepare myself for once he does see any.
It's fine, do Unix. So.
It's even better.
Welcome back. So.
Thank you.
You've landed. Is the horse shrinking and going away for now, or?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and let it go for
Okay.
now.
And as you do so, you're looking around, waiting for a miasma. And a miasma doesn't turn up.
I'm coming. Jeez.
Yes, I'm tripped.
No, it's more a case of you went off on your own, miasma.
They were the ones.
No, because they were going to meet you in an alleyway. You saw them land. Leigh gave you the option to continue on without them because you were invisible for an hour. And then I mentioned you could probably make it to the temple in that time by yourself. And you said, okay. So we took it as you were just leaving the party behind and just going on forward.
I'm gonna win at the temple. I want to see what's going on.
I'm not getting caught. These fuckers, if they get caught, they're on their own. Taking an X mentality. These bastards are on their own. Fuck them.
They call me a crawling card. I'll show them. Runs away.
Yeah, I'll defeat this person myself.
So, yes. You wait for a bit for a miasma, and miasma doesn't turn up.
Did we roll to see if we realize that Miasma's not showing up?
Arcana.
Arcana!
Why Arcana?
Because she's invisible.
Yeah, because you've seen miasma go invisible before. You get the feeling that if you're not seeing her, maybe she's gone invisible.
Then there was nothing but a breeze in the air.
It's a fart in the wind.
Ella?
Yeah.
You just kind of grab some dirt from the ground, start chucking it around to see if it lands on anything. It seems to not land on anything at all. You don't think miasma's there with you?
Hello?
What?
I think Miasma's invisible and doing something.
Why does nobody ever stick with the fucking plan?
Good question.
This is the devil darlings, not the angel darlings. We're not supposed to help each other. We're supposed to hinder each other.
Because this is the devil darlings. What do you think it is? The Dark Tides of Runeterra?
Yeah, God.
Where things seem, at least as far as I can tell, seem to be happening reasonably. Are they? I don't know. It's been a long time.
Not really. They stole shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm a bomb.
No, you come back into this reality.
I'm a
Left
bomb.
the reality door open again, did you?
Granny pushes him back through, slams the door, locks it.
So,
That won't be
danger.
happening again, dearie. Brushes her hands off, goes back to her rocking chair.
who the fuck added me?
Door creaks open and Smee pops out.
No, she locked the door. She said, fuck y'all, stay on that side, damn it.
Oh, it's a monster problem added me. So, yes, you don't think Miasma's there.
Okay. New plan. Where do you think they put the ice cream wizard?
Should I roll to get an educated guess, or should I just spitball this?
Ooh,
I mean,
spitball.
given that the only things you saw were the barracks, like the little warren tunnels and the little shacks, and then you've got a giant temple over the other side
Sure.
with the
They've
beam
most
coming from
likely
the top of
taken him to the
temple.
temple. They've most likely taken him to the temple.
Okay. Then we'll head to the temple.
How long does
Without the
your
other-
thing last for?
For 1 hour.
Oof, yeah, you should be good then, unless someone manages to roll like a bloody nat 20.
Cool.
Or has true sight, but you know.
This is just some average rolls. So, yep, you slowly make your way around the building that you were hid behind.
I'm not.
What?
Sorry, not related to this.
You make your way around, and you see what the others saw. You see the scriptures. You see the different races. One of you probably holds Trickstem back.
You
That's a
were
good
hanging
idea.
on to Trickstem's hair, driving Trickstem like a car. No. No. Right. Take a right here.
Just holding Trickstem's hand like a child.
We go this way now. Has a child leash on Trickstem, a retractable one. So as soon as they get too far, no, just see Trickstem come flying back towards the party.
So,
Whee!
and as you make your way towards the temple, a bell starts to go off, filling the streets as all those in the robes. Aside from one at first, who then probably does so as soon as they see everyone else doing so.
B.
Yep,
Yeah.
just
They're
perk
gonna
up.
follow the crowd.
Yep, they perk up, they look to the temple, and they start to head inside. You're seeing some rat folks just emerge from the tunnels and starting to head in as well.
I want to see if I can get a nat 20 on perceptions. I cannot.
What was that perception for?
To see them.
Oh.
To see if she could see them. That's why I was like, I want to try to see if I can get a nat 20, because she would look around as she was headed in, like,
Oh,
through
yeah.
the mask to see if, like...
They can roll a perception to see if they can spot you.
Well, you
Uylz
told
would
them that,
probably be the only one that
they
would
could
do that.
spot me, because it was everybody except for me, and then Ix was like, oh, I gotta do this.
Well, they did notice you entering. Because when you entered, they saw a hunched over figure. And the Uylz did an insight and figured it was Ix.
Did Uylz tell the others that it was
Oh,
Ix?
that's a good point.
Yeah, Uylz did.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I got a 22.
You can roll a stealth if you want to, Ix.
6.
I
mean, I don't really care if they notice me. Her whole goal is just at this point, now that she's in, she's just blending with everybody
Oh,
else.
yeah.
So if they notice her, it's not that bad, but she's literally just following what everybody else is doing. So however they march into the building, she marches into the building. However they move around the town, she moves around the town. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and
So,
she's taken that from the whole like performance aspect. She's like, now I have to become an actor.
so Allo, you do spot Ix among the crowd, but they're deep in the crowd compared to you. I'm assuming, are trying to avoid being in too much of the crowd in case one bumps into you.
Yeah.
And as you
Yes.
approach, a couple of people bump into you, Miasma, but they don't seem to pay too much attention. Because as soon as they look over and they see enough of it, it's like, oh, the person that must have already passed on behind or must have gone a bit slower so that they didn't bump into me again. And you all approach the temple. As you do so, a fine mist begins to pour from it. You see the others? Make sure the masks are secure. And they enter the temple.
And in we go. Admiring the architecture. Ooh.
Yep. How
You know,
about
I should do this with my summer home. Like, that's all I imagine
taking
her and like in
notes.
her head thinking, I should do this with my summer home.
As for you other four, are you entering or are you... What are you doing at
Yes.
the moment? Is what I'm trying to say.
Probably following everyone.
Yeah, attempting to enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miasma,
Yes?
are you just heading in as well?
Yes, I'll head in.
Okay. As you all head inside the temple, the mists swirl and surround you. Make me perceptions. Okay. Uh, okay. Trickstem, yes. Oh, yep. Miasma, perception as well, please. Alrighty. As you walk through and lose sight of the crowds, you look around to try and find each other. The mists are so thick you cannot even see each other. And then the mists clear a bit. Allo, you look around to find yourself on familiar streets. Roll me a history. You find yourself back in Yarno with the zombie groans echoing through the streets.
Oh no.
Uylz,
Hello.
you find yourself in a large lobby of a mansion with chuckling echoing through the halls,
Cool.
and everyone else panicking about being in the wrong bodies.
Oh.
Trickstem,
Yes.
you find yourself at an unusual fairground with others playing what seem to be little carnival games, taking
Oh
part in
god.
little arenas, with a familiar lizard folk at your side.
Am I going to be eaten to my near death again?
Miasma. The
Yes.
trees are all around you.
Oh, fuck. Great.
Greens and blues and pinks. Colours that trees shouldn't be. And mirthful giggling from all around. Welcome back to
She's
the
just like,
Feywild.
she's just like, looks around like, today's not my day, is it?
Ix, you're fine.
Hmm?
You had the mask on.
Well, so this is my question. I just messaged you.
Oh,
Because she's in doll form while she's in this. So she's slightly shorter. So yes, she's hunching over, but she's slightly shorter than she normally is.
yeah.
Would it affect her if she took the mask off?
It would.
It would.
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I'm not gonna do one of the things that I was thinking about doing. Yep. Instead, I'm just going to, since he's so tiny, I'm going to pick up the Uylz.
Uylz seems quite out of it at this point as you pick Uylz up.
And Ix will reach into his little bag with mushrooms, and she will place 2 in his mouth.
Uylz,
And she will whisper in his ear, "Wakey, wakey, it is time to stop sleeping."
Uylz, who has already probably been doing drugs since the very beginning, has just been standing there just like, cool, I'm already high.
Yeah, this is just another trip for me.
You do feel like even though you're quite clearly in a large lobby and you can see it all, you can sense it all, but you also sense the taste of mushrooms in your mouth. You feel like the ground from under your feet has gone. And you also kind of feel like someone's whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
Where the whisper towards the ear where the whisper's coming from, Uylz is going to take his hand and he is going to try and punch that which is not there.
Roll me a strength. Does
Oh
that hit
shit.
you, Ix?
Yes.
Keeping in mind, Uylz has a strength of 11.
So, Ix, as you're picked up yours, whisper that, you are quickly punched in the face.
Well, it's good to see that you're still with us. Now, where is the white
Cool.
one?
And then
All
you
right.
hear a clatter on the ground, Ix. Your
Mm,
mask has been knocked off.
she's holding her breath. Well, quote unquote, holding her breath.
No.
Yeah, so she's not breathing.
Here's the thing. It doesn't go off if you're breathing or not. The mask was there to block it from your mind. Ix, the world swirls around you, and you find yourself back in hell.
Yay!
I will kill the little purple lizard when I have the next chance.
And that's where we're going to leave it for this week.
Oh boy.
The one time she actually tries to help Uylz because he's the only one that would be able to help her is the one time she gets screwed over.
Yep. That and the reason Uylz was punching you was to make sure that you actually existed if he could feel you.
You did feel something, and then you felt yourself being dropped to the ground, Uylz.
Yeah, which means Uylz now knows this is fake.
Yep.
Ix already knows that this is fake because she just like goes back into hell and she's like, and the time passes. Chest set. She just makes one in front of her.
Meanwhile, for Allo, it's just zombies and
Well, it's all too real because I have a feeling that this is going to involve one particular on the pop hair.
So,
If this is
Pamphlet?
exactly what I think it is.
with that 6, Santa, would you like to sign us out with a song?
Sure.
Right. Yeah. Oh fuck.
What was that?
I'm okay.
Might as well. Okay. Come with me and you'll see a world set on fucking fire. If you don't, then you might find yourself in a bunch of cultist territorial and idiots in their temple with mind-altering effects.
I almost imagine him coming out with like jazz hands, mind-altering effects.
Like, it's not gonna be this is not the first time nor the last time that Uylz is gonna break out of a fucking illusion by burning a building down.
It's fine. What's going to happen to the ice cream wizard? He'll melt?
Probably.
I mean, look. Joker's to the left of me.
Yes.
Who do we just lose?
Did he just run?
Well, okay, Core.
It's funny because as soon as you said Joker's to the left of me, I was like, yes.
Joker's to the left of me. We're all there waiting for the next line. Realised that Santa actually got booted from Discord. It's like, oh.
Oh, Nettie! Gone.
Nettie's returned. That's the true villain. You all think it's Damadur, but you don't know who Damadur's boss is. Fucking Ionetty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The ultimate demon of the abyss.
Santa, please don't spoil season 2.
Hey, we haven't spoiled the good parts of season 2.
I'm going to play as a death cleric warforged by the name of Ionetty.
Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Devil Darlings.
Bye.
Boy.
Have you got any last words for the fans at home, Rebecca?
No.
If you're gonna love a tiefling, make sure he's got a biggin. Have a great
Actually, yeah.
Or he's
That
a
is my
possum person.
statement.
That too, or a possum person.
And
See, Uylz and I got this. We know what it is about.
And none of you spotted the secret Odin watching you all at this time.
Stop being creepy and help.
I logged onto the server as Odin to fuck with Ori.